Welcome to this week's episode of the Ringo Report. My name is Brandon Ringo, and I'm a heavy metal journalist and musician, and that's my favorite topic to talk about, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this show today. We have a lot to cover, specifically as far as there's shows coming up, there's new music coming out, there's a cool new band that I want to talk about. There's a lot of fun things that we're going to be doing in this episode. The first thing that I'd like to break down is going to be a music spotlight. So at the time of this recording, my friends from Northwest Arkansas, Stash Hag, just dropped a new album called The Lava Levels today. And it's really, really cool, ethereal, kind of like doom metal. It's really, really more traditional, kind of like stoner doom, and just like really, really heavy, and they're a really fun live band. Also, the other album that I'd like to spotlight, actually it's just a song, but it's by a band from Northwest Arkansas also called Orphan Crippler, and the song's called Nightmare. They just released it on their Bandcamp, and they're going to be playing a show on February 10th at Iron Horse Records in Van Buren, if you're out that way, with a band called Power Tool Ninja. And so Orphan Crippler is really, really brutal death metal. They're like the kind of band that you would see, like, you know, open for bands like Dying Fetus type of thing. Just super duper brutal and slamming and very, very fun and enjoyable. So yeah, if you want some extreme metal new music to check out, you should definitely check out a pair from Northwest Arkansas. Now I'm going to spotlight a band from Central Arkansas. They're brand new, as far as I can tell, and they haven't even played any shows yet, but they just put out some new music, and their name is I Dream in Cellophane, and they're going to be this week's Arkansas Band Spotlight. I had discovered them thanks to the Dead Party and my friend Marcus. He had them on a playlist, and I was like, what is this? Because it reminded me a little bit of like the Deftones and stuff, and so I checked them out. And I had to know more about them, so I sent them a message. And then I realized that I actually kind of already knew a couple of them. So the band members are Jeremy Gifford, plays vocals, and he's the vocalist and the bassist. Also, Matthew Hoffman is the vocalist and does synth and like DJ, like turntable things. Also, George Rich and John Roy, who also play in the band Lumina, fill out the guitar and drums. I Dream in Cellophane is a brand new band from Central Arkansas. They're going to be their music is inspired a lot by bands like Chevelle, Deftones, Loathe, and Super Heaven, and stuff like that. And they're the song that I specifically that's streaming now is called Melatonin, and it's on an EP that's going to be coming out this year. And it's just really, really lush and shoegazy, and just a really, really, really fun listen. You know. I'm not sure when they're going to be playing live shows, but I have a feeling it's going to be coming. And yeah, so absolutely check out I Dream in Cellophane, because they're going to be very, very, they're going to be a big name at some point, I feel like, just because their music is so cool. Now I'm going to do a studio report on one of my favorite bands from Central Arkansas, The Wake. They just started tracking a new album this week here in Little Rock with Sanford Parker at East End Studios. And Sanford's one of my favorite producers, and he's done Wake albums in the past. And so it's very exciting that they're working on a new album. As of the time of this recording, they've recorded drums, and they're currently doing guitars. And so it should probably be done here in the next couple of weeks. And I'm so excited. I've been bugging the band on social media for quotes and stuff all week, because I'm just so ready to hear it. And so, you know, I've seen them play some new songs here, especially at their December 30th show at Whitewater, and it just sounds absolutely massive. So yeah, I'm very excited for this Wake album to be in the can, and just we can start hearing some new music coming from that. Now I'm going to move on to the show calendar section, which is going to be, there's quite a lot going on because it's a very, very busy week, specifically here at Vino's in Little Rock. This Friday, Memphis punk band Cease and Desist is going to be playing here with a couple of locals, and it's going to be a really, really fun show. Cease and Desist is an absolutely chaotic punk band, and definitely something to check out. On Saturday, Frail State, Diet Sweets, and Sonic Fuzz are going to be playing at Stickies. And then on Sunday, Polish, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, also Flack, and a new Little Rock band called X Threat X, or maybe it's just called Threat, I'm not really sure. Either way, it's a straight edge punk show, mostly, at Vino's, and that's going to be on Sunday the 4th. On Wednesday, February 7th at Vino's, a band from Louisiana called Kamikaze Zombie is going to be playing with Pantheon and Fred. Pantheon just got done playing a really cool festival in New Orleans this past weekend. Also, they played a cool show in Shreveport with a new band called Necromire, a death metal band that's absolutely going to be I'm sure they'll end up playing in Little Rock at some point because I'm big fans of those guys. And so yeah, Wednesday the 7th, check out Kamikaze Zombie. That's going to be a cool show. Fred is also features the bassist Pantheon Baker. He plays it's like more doom metal, and he plays guitar in that band. So Baker's going to be pulling double duty. It's going to be a cool show. Another cool show the next night is going to be it's going to feature Ballista, Soledad, and Knife Wound at Vino's, also with Zash and Skull of the Americas. That's on Thursday, February the 8th. And then on Friday the 9th at Vino's, to conclude the week, Vampire Police, Skull Family, and Clusters of Fornication are going to be playing at Vino's. And it's going to be more dance music and stuff, and less heavy metal. So yeah, it's a very, very busy week. There's hardcore, there's death metal, there's goth dance music. There's pretty much everything you can imagine this week happening here in Little Rock. And I'll be doing more. There's going to be more shows coming up. Check out those shows. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff happening in Little Rock this week. And so one thing I'd like to talk about now is going to be a new segment that I'm going to start going over, which is going to be about food. I have to eat every day, and so I've just I've eaten a lot of wild and wonderful things since moving to Arkansas, and I want to start kind of highlighting some of those things. Now, there's obviously stuff like Vino's Pizza that I eat every day that I'm going to be talking about, but one of the first things that I wanted to highlight is, and one of my favorite dishes since moving here, is the French Quarter Pasta at Four Quarter Bar in North Little Rock. It's being from Louisiana, it's very much a taste of home, I feel. It's very spicy. It's very delicious. It's got seafood on it. I get mine without the seafood just because I prefer chicken or whatever. And it comes with garlic bread. And that's just absolutely to die for. Their bread is cooked perfect every time at Four Quarter. Like literally, whether you get a hamburger, a sandwich, or even on this pasta, it's perfect. So this is not a paid sponsorship, by the way. But if they want to give me free food, they can, because it's my favorite. Another cool thing that I got to try was some cookies from a friend of mine who just started a new bakery called Delulu Desserts. And I tried a pink circus animal cookie, which was just absolutely amazing. It was like a sugar cookie, but it had like those little pink and white circus cookies crushed into it. And it was really, really, really tasty and like chewy and stuff, but with a little bit of crunch. And then there was also some chocolate cookies that were there, which had like an Oreo inside it and like peanut butter and white chocolate. I don't even know what's going on with this thing, but it was absolutely amazing. So yeah, so give them a shout out if you like cookies or whatever. And if you have like food that you want me to eat, like let me know and I will be more than happy to review it. This is my favorite thing. So yeah, also, bonus food today, there was this place called Justice Chicken that I tried. I got the chicken fried chicken, and it comes with, like, mac and cheese. It's probably some of my favorite mac and cheese that I've had since moving here. So yeah, so absolutely those are things that are worth checking out. Next week's episode of the Ringo Report, I'll have a new Arkansas band spotlight. Also, we're going to be going over more shows that are happening, and I'm sure new records are going to be coming out, and there's no shortage of cool things to talk about in Central Arkansas or just in the state in general. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. And also, I just started a new Instagram called Ringo Report. Go follow me on Instagram. I'm going to try to be more active on there. So, yeah, thank you so much for your